Oh God. What's up? What's good, Rainbow Tales family? I am doing this video strictly to one of our viewers as a video response back. De La Croix girl, she's commenting on gays in the church. First, I want to start off by saying that I applaud you for coming online on YouTube in front of millions and millions of viewers and outing yourself. Okay, that's very good, because in the beginning of the video, you did say that you were a lesbian. You also stated that your dad was a preacher, and I too was raised in the church. So I'm gonna guess that we've been raised and we've been taught the same thing as far as church goes. However, your video confused me, and there's some things that I just really need you to clear up for me. First of all, I feel like you're very confused. Just like you said in your video, I believe you said, because I've watched it like 2 or 3 times, you said that you don't like when evangelists or someone, basically when someone's trying to tell you what to do and they're not doing or following their own advice, such as up there preaching, I'm sorry, up there directing the choir or preaching, and then, you know, they're a man and they go home and they lie with the man themselves. So you don't agree with that. And I don't agree with that either. I mean, don't be a hypocrite. You know, don't preach to me and tell me something's wrong and then you go home and you do it. You know, that sends mixed signals. But in the same sense, sweetheart, I want to let you know that you're doing the very same thing. See, you're coming online, you're saying that, you know, God didn't die for us to continue to sin. I agree with that. I really do. I feel like He died for us to have a better life. He died so that we can have the option and the opportunity to go to heaven. And I feel like as people who accept Christ into their heart and they believe and they do good and they respect God and themselves and those around them, and they tithe and they're obedient as far as to what their church or home church is saying to them, I really feel like that is what He asks of you. He also asks you to be pure, and He asks you to be honest. So how can you come online and start saying that gay people and things like that are not welcome or shouldn't be welcome and loved on in the church? I mean, the church is for the sick. The church needs to set the example. And if you yourself are not comfortable with your sexuality and you're not comfortable with who you are, then that's a different thing. But I don't think and I don't feel like you should come online criticizing and saying that they should not be loved and they should be welcome in the church, because that's not what Jesus stood for. And since you know the Bible so well, you should know that. He was all about loving people. He surrounded himself around different types of people, and he didn't just stay in the church, because you can't teach love and you can't show nobody love by just staying in the church. Now, if you yourself really feel in your heart that you being a lesbian right now is just the phase that you're going through, and you really feel like you're going to be delivered, hey, who am I to fight you on that? You got your own convictions, you and God, that's y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to attack that or say anything about that, but until you are fully delivered and until you've been through the experience, why don't you wait until you're delivered and then come holler at us? Why don't you wait until you got all this lesbianism out of your system and you're no longer a lesbian and you're dating a man and you're married or whatever, and you're doing the things that you feel you need to do and it's accepted of you? Then I feel like you should come back and you should say XYZ. But I'm sorry, I cannot condone. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you, and I feel like you're coming off as being very confusing. And that's what I have to say about it. I feel like God is love. I feel like He loves us, and I feel like any and everybody is accepted into church. You know, in the Bible, I don't know if you read it, but you know, come as you are, all people, all kinds of people. As long as your heart is right and your heart is in a good place and it is honest, why should He not love and accept you? I don't understand that. So, and if you can point in the Bible and show me where He only hung around church people He didn't hang around the sick people. He didn't hang around the lame. He didn't hang around the prostitutes. He didn't hang around none of those type of people. You show me in the Bible where he didn't, and I might reconsider my thoughts. But until then, I have to disagree with you. I think you come off as being very confused, and I just want to say that until you've been delivered out of this lifestyle, or out of this, or until church has helped you get over or past this lifestyle, I really don't feel like you have any, I just feel like you're confusing. You're confusing everybody, and you're confusing those who may have already crossed this bridge or whatever, just because you're not secure with your sexuality. So my advice to you would be to just wait until you're delivered, wait until you get all this out of the system, since you said that you can't stop, because you did profess to be a lesbian. So above everything else you said, as far as, that means you shouldn't be in the church, because that's what you said. You said that you were a lesbian, but you also said that gay people should not be welcome into the church. So that means you shouldn't be welcome into the church, regardless if your dad's a pastor, or I don't care if your dad was a deacon. If you gay, you gay, and you like women, you like women. So you're kind of contradicting yourself. My question to you is, if church is not for gay people, or gays shouldn't be welcome in the church, then what are you doing there? So, just some food for thought. Like I said, if you're going to do a video response back, I ask that you really make yourself plain, because I'm not understanding. And me and my girlfriend, which is actually at work right now, you just came off as sounding very confusing to us. So, like I said, this is D-Nice Rainbow Tales. This is a video response only, directly to De La Girl. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. But anyway, whenever you get the time, and I want you to seriously just think about before you post again. And remember that you outed yourself, and you're in front of millions and millions of viewers. Think about the type of people that come up here and they watch YouTube and they look for any type of spiritual enlightening confirmation or encouragement or anything, and think about what you just said. So I'm gonna leave you with the popular WWJD. As corny as that may sound, think about it. Hit me up. Peace.